Good afternoon, everybody. How are you? 3, 2, 1, combustion! Okay, here we go. Okay, all right, let's do a 3-second countdown and see if this works. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh, no, okay. Let's try this backup rocket launcher. All right, here we go. Yes, yes, yes. Let me test it out real quick. Okay, perfect. Yeah. All right, let's see if Alex fails again. I'll do this 10 times if I have to. I need you guys to see this rocket in action. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Combustion! That burns. Something that can catch on fire, something flammable. Examples are wood, paper, gasoline. In the example of the candle, we have this white stuff here. What's this white stuff called?
Wax.
Wax. So wax is our fuel. And can this candle be lit forever? No. Eventually the wax runs out, you lose your fuel, and you lose your combustion reaction. You need all 3 ingredients. I want you to think of it like a triangle. If any of those are missing, you're not going to have a combustion reaction. So what happens here is we heat up the fuel enough, and it starts to break down, and with the oxygen in the air, and that releases energy. Energy that we feel as heat and we see as a flame. What color flame do we usually see?
Yellow.
Red, orange, yellowish. Let me go ahead. And for the people in the back, if you can't quite see very well, there it is. See, there's some blue in there as well, yeah, for sure. And I'm using a liquid fuel to intensify it. So there's 3 primary states of matter: solids, liquids, and gases. We're going to talk about the 4th state of matter a little bit later. But we're looking at an example of liquid fuel, and I've actually brought some things that will change the color of the flame. Because in these bottles are different elements that are mixed in with the liquid fuel. Who here has heard of the periodic table of elements? Seen that before? Yeah, there's over 100 elements on there. Here I have 3 of those elements mixed in with our liquid fuel. So we have K, Li, and Cu. Cu stands for copper. Pennies are made out of copper. Here is Li, lithium. We can find this in batteries, right? And then K, confusingly, stands for potassium, that's right. And we find this in a common yellow fruit. What yellow fruit am I talking about? Bananas, absolutely. And when you mix them in with our liquid fuel, we get different color flames. So let's take a look. First, we have just the regular. There it is. But if I took some potassium, for example, and mix it in with our liquid fuel, we get kind of like a cool purplish lavender flame. With lithium, we get kind of orange, burnt orange, hot pink. And then lastly, copper. Any guesses as to what color copper is going to give us? Yes? Green. Any guesses besides green? Yeah. Orange. What do you say over here? Blue. Okay? What do you say? Red, okay. Any other guesses? Just shout it out if you have a different guess. Okay, those sound like colors for sure. Those all sound like colors. Here we go, mixing copper with our liquid fuel, we get green. Some might say go birds. I don't know. We're getting to a certain point where we gotta stop saying it as much as we are. All right, so who here likes fireworks?
Yeah.
Yes. So, we can't do fireworks in here, but if we mix some of these elements together, we'll get a little bit of a baby fireworks show. And next time you go and see fireworks, you'll be able to identify some of the elements that they're using to make those. This and this, here we go. And you can ooh and ah if you want. Yeah. And this is combustion, everybody. Yeah. but also helium is not super flammable, right? So birthday cake with the candles on it, we don't have to worry about a balloon exploding nearby. In here is a gas that is very flammable. It is a little gas called hydrogen. We have a hydrogen balloon here, and it is the first element on the periodic table of elements, our most abundant element, and we're going to make some hydrogen bubbles and see if we can get a combustion reaction to happen. I said at the beginning, don't do any of this stuff at home, but I would say especially not this. There we go. Hydrogen bubbles, nice, nice, nice. And just for fun, why don't I take some of these bubbles, put them on my hand, and here we go. That was fun, so fun. Here we go. I chose this as a job, I think. Okay, cool. Lost a little hair on that one. All right. The other great thing about hydrogen is that it's lighter than air, just similar to helium. So let's see if we can get some of these bubbles to go airborne and do a combustion reaction mid-air. Here we go. Let's get a lot of them. That is big. I agree. Here we go. That's my assistant, everybody. Here we go. All right, bubbles. I need you to go up in the air, if you wouldn't mind. Don't worry, nothing's going to happen to you. Oh. Okay, let's do an even bigger one. Okay. Somebody's just preparing themselves. Okay. We can do it bigger. Whatever you want, Alex. Okay, here we go. Bigger. They want to be wowed. You paid a lot of money. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Come on, bubbles. All right, I get to. There we go. All right, here we go. Now for the big one. It's okay. It's okay, bubbles. Oh! Combustion! I don't know what my problem is. You can yell it out. Solids, for sure. Let's take a look at a solid. We saw one example of a solid with the wax of the candle. We're going to take a look at another one that comes in powder form. This is called lycopodium powder in my hand here. This yellowish powder, they used to put it inside of medical gloves. It comes from a club moss plant. It's a spore of the plant. And if I bring it close to the flame, you'll see it makes a little bit of a fireball. Maybe? There we go, okay. But what happens when the mad scientist on stage decides to put a bunch of it in his hand? Maybe a little too much, okay. And then takes his source of heat, the lighter, and brings it closer to the audience. Really engages them, makes this an immersive experience. There are 4 children in the front row when I'm bringing this very close to it. I see no parents show any concern. Nobody's stopping him. Okay, a very passive stop. Think about what you're doing. All right, does anybody think I should not do this? No as in I should do it, or no as in I shouldn't? I'm a little confused. You want me to do it? Okay, all right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Whoa. Wait, nothing happened. Hold on, let me try one time. 3, 2, 1. Hold on a second. Let's wait a second. I feel like I'm missing something. Let's go over the ingredients one more time, okay? We have our fuel right here in my hand. We saw that it's a good fuel, our lycopodium powder. We have a source of heat. What's the third ingredient that's missing? Oxidizer. An oxidizer, right? We don't have our oxidizer. You need all 3 ingredients. And the thing about lycopodium, guys, is that it's such a fine powder. When it's in a clump like this, no oxygen is getting through, right? We have no air getting through. Oxygen is 21% of the air that we have. So right now, it's not going to do anything. But as soon as I add in our third ingredient, we get ourselves combustion! All right. You guys see that purple spark right here? This is our 4th state of matter. I hinted it earlier. So we talked about solids, liquids, and gases. Our 4th state of matter begins with P. Does anybody know what it's called? Plasma. Raise your hand if you've heard of plasma before. Plasma is our fourth state of matter. It is a superpowered gas that creates light and heat. The sun is made out of plasma. If you've seen lightning before, you've seen plasma in action, and it is a great source of heat for a combustion reaction. There we go. The last source of heat that I will talk about, everybody take your hands and go like this. Friction, absolutely. Now, moving your hands like that, is it enough to start a fire? No, but the same idea is used. When we take a match, use friction against a matchbox, we get ourselves a combustion reaction. Let me just go ahead and litter on my stage. And I think we're ready to blow up this balloon, yes? Yeah. Some are saying no. Should we, you guys want to do like a 10-minute meditation first? No, let's do it. Okay, here we go. We're going to take the balloon. Balloon, you are correct. There's a gas fuel in there. Is it helium? Hydrogen. It's hydrogen, right? Point to the source of heat that we're going to use for this last demo. Point to a heat. If you're pointing to the candle, you are correct, but I'm actually going to involve this long stick to keep the explosion away from my face and protect whatever hair I have left. I didn't ask for laughter for that. And then lastly, can you point to the oxidizer that we're going to use? It's all over, it's in the air, so we are good there. So here's what's gonna happen. I am going to turn off all the lights this time so you can really see the explosion in full force. I will put my hearing protectors on. I will then light this long stick, and then we'll do a 5-second countdown before I make the balloon explode. During the countdown, I recommend, if you're sensitive to loud noises, you cover your ears. And then there might be a pop quiz afterwards because there's something else going on here. Okay, here we go. Lights going off now. Whoa. Hearing protectors going on. Gotta light the stick. Yeah, I feel that way on the inside. All right, here we go. Okay, let's get a 5-second countdown. Starting now. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Okay, to move our lives forward. If you have a gas stove at home, you are cooking meals using combustion. Who here took a vehicle to get here? A car, train, truck, bus? You use combustion to get here, so please treat it all with safety and respect. And thank you so much for coming to the Combustion Live Science Show.